Hi guys, I hope you're ready for another CR session. Today we are going to discuss method questions. So these questions can be a little intimidating because you have all this logic terminology, your claim and considerations and generalizations and hypotheses, etc. Right? And that is why you may feel a little scared of them. But actually, we'll see today how method questions are actually extremely simple. Yeah, how in case we evaluate the argument really well once, we don't have to worry about the other four options. The answer is just so clear. So I'll just share my screen right now and we'll start with the discussion of the first question. I'll give you a couple of minutes. If you're joining us for the first time, I'll tell you how we go about it. I'll give you a couple of minutes. Try out the question on your own. Your Q&A has been enabled. So then let me know in case you get the answer, let me know. And after, let's say, 2 to 3 minutes, then we'll discuss the question together as and I'll tell you what exactly goes on in my mind and how would I solve it. And after that, in case you have any problems in the question, you're free to ask. Yeah, just put it down in the Q&A. All right, so this is your first question. Take a couple of minutes, try it out. Okay, you would have got the time to go through the question at least as of now. So let's start. Yeah, I'll discuss what the question says. Okay, so method questions are sometimes, not always, but in fact quite often, given to you as a dialogue. So there'll be two people, or sometimes even three dialogues would be given. So, A says something, then B says something, and then A might say something back. Or normally there are two people, so there'll be a dialogue between two people. So, here, just like we have Laird and Kim. So first Laird says something, and then Kim says something. And then they will ask us, how, for example, the second person is responding to the first person, or for example, what do they agree on or what do they disagree on. So what we have to do is we have to understand exactly what each person is saying. Each person, each dialogue of each person will have its own premises and it will have its own conclusion. So then, in effect, we have in fact two arguments over here, whenever we have a dialogue between two people. Yeah, and we need to understand exactly how each is connected to the other, whether the conclusions are the same of both, or whether whether they agree on something, whether they disagree on something, etc. Of course, they'll usually disagree on something, because otherwise there's no point in case both the dialogues say exactly the same thing, right? Both arguments cannot say exactly the same thing. So, all right. So let's look at this question now. Lead, pure research provides us with new technologies that contribute to saving lives. So he's talking about what pure research does for us, provides us tech that saves lives. Even more worthwhile than this. So he says, even better. Saving lives is one thing, but even better is its role in expanding our knowledge and providing new unexplored ideas. So it expands our knowledge as well. You talk about the, where is purpose, where is useful features of pure research. One, it saves lives, but even more important is that it provides us more knowledge. It expands our knowledge and provides us new ideas, right? So now Kim responds to this. Kim says your priorities are mistaken. So, of course, as I said, there will likely be some kind of disagreement somewhere. Only then will, there'll be two dialogues, right? Otherwise, she'll just say, yes, I agree, isn't it? So, your priorities are mistaken. So, she says your priorities are mistaken. She's not saying that what you're saying is not correct. She's saying your priorities are mistaken. Saving lives is what counts most of all. So she thinks that saving lives is the most important. Look, here Laird had said that pure research, it contributes to saving lives, but even more worthwhile was expanding our knowledge, right? So if he were to put them in one and two, what are the more what is more important than the other? He would say that one is expanding our knowledge, and two is saving lives. Whereas Kim says that saving lives is number one. It is the most important thing. Without pure research, medicine would not be as advanced as it is. Yeah. Both of them agree about that. He says that pure research, Laird also says that pure research provides us new tech that contribute to saving lives. So they both agree that it does contribute to medicine, it does save lives. But Kim says that saving lives is what counts most of all. So she says saving lives is at the top of the list. So this is what the two arguments give us. This is what the two people give us, and this is what we need to understand extremely well, right? So where is the difference between them? What is it that they don't agree on? So do they not agree on whether technology is important for medicine? Well, they do agree on that. Both of them think that it is, and it has contributed a lot to medicine. But Laird says that saving lives in medicine is secondary. The most important is expanding our knowledge, whereas Kim says that the most important is saving lives, the medicine part of it, right? This is where they differ. Look at the question. Laird and Kim disagree on whether pure research. So they disagree on something. On what? Whether pure research. And the option will complete this sentence. They disagree on whether pure research does this or not, does this better, etc. So A derives its significance in part from its providing new technologies. Now, both of them agree that it provides new technologies, right? Here Laird says that it provides us new technologies that contribute, etc., and then role in whatever. So here Kim also says that medicine would not be as advanced as it is. So of course, then new tech, right? So they do not disagree on whether pure research derives its significance in part from its providing new technology. They both agree that it is significant because it provides new tech. So this is not the answer. Okay. B expands the boundaries of our knowledge of medicine. They both agree that it expands the knowledge, right? They both agree that pure research plays a big part in field of medicine. So we cannot say that they disagree on that. Then this is also not correct. Then C should have the saving of human lives as an important goal. Now look at that. Of course, Kim says it is an important goal, and she says it is the most important goal. Laird says that it is an important goal. Right? It provides us with new tech that contribute to saving lives. He doesn't say that it is not important. Right? He just says that that is even the expanding of knowledge is even more important than saving lives. But then he doesn't say that saving lives is not important, right? All right. So then this is also not the answer. They don't disagree on that. So D has its most valuable achievements in medical applications. Now think about it. Do they agree on this or do they disagree on this? So Laird says that the most valuable achievement lies in expanding our knowledge, whereas Kim says that the most valuable achievement is in saving lives in medical applications. So the two of them do disagree on what the most important, most valuable achievement is, right? She says your priorities are mistaken, right? She's saying you prioritizing expanding knowledge, more than medical, whereas medicine is the most important one, right? So yes, they do disagree on what the most valuable achievement is. So then certainly looks like the answer, but we'll anyway look at option E as well. So has any value apart from its role in in providing new technologies to save lives? No, they are not disagreeing on that, right? Both of them are saying that there are other areas as well in which the pure research plays an important part, right? They know that it has roles in. Kim also doesn't say that pure research plays an important part only in medicine. No, she says that it is the most important role that it plays. But of course, that doesn't mean that there are no other roles that it plays. So obviously, then they don't disagree on this either. Then our answer over here must be option D, right? Okay. I'll give you 30 seconds. In case there are any questions here, let me know. Yes. So we have to zero in on exactly what the distinction is, right? Here, our distinction, Kim says, she doesn't say that you are wrong, as in, medicine, there are no other roles that it plays, etc. Right? She says your priorities are mistaken. So she's not saying that you are listing down incorrect uses of pure research, or incorrect, the fields that you are talking about are not really relevant. She says that the way you've prioritized the fields, that is not correct. Right? Your priorities are mistaken. So that is going to be Kim's conclusion. That is what she wants to tell. And then she further tells us that saving lives counts the most. Right?